The bell has rung, and the market has now voted on last night's two enormous reports rather than just talked about them. Microsoft opened at $427 and immediately traded up to $440 on nearly 1.5 million shares in the first hour. Against yesterday's close near 390, that is a gain of about 11%, and the important detail is that the opening bell extended the overnight jump instead of fading it, which is the opposite of what usually happens. Meta went the other way and stayed there, opening around 527 after closing near 587 yesterday. The two companies gave opposite answers to the same question. Microsoft beat and said its chip spending is flexible, while Meta missed and raised the bottom of its spending range to $130 billion. On the economy, the news split as well. Inflation cooled, with the Federal Reserve's preferred core gauge up just 0.1%. But growth disappointed. The economy expanded 1.5% last quarter against expectations of 1.8%. Microsoft holds the top rank, and the opening bell made its case stronger without making its trigger any closer. That gap is the whole story. What improved is that the market did not fade the gap, it extended it. The first hour opened at 427 and traded as high as 440.5. Checking the last 45 sessions, Microsoft never once closed above 402. So this is a genuine breakout clear of its own multi-week ceiling, not a bounce inside a broken chart. Alphabet is still the position, 14 shares bought at $333.04, and the honest mark has moved against me since the pre-open check. The engine state file marked it at $334.77 for a small gain, but the opening tape printed $333.21, which is within 17 cents of my entry. Nvidia stays blocked, and it remains the only name held back by a price rather than by a date, because it does not report until the 26th of August. All three safety conditions fail, and the binding one is not close. The price sits more than 3% below its long-term trend line, which blocks this for weeks rather than hours. There is a trap in the numbers worth explaining, because it applies to 6 names today. Reports after tonight's close, Q2, with consensus at $1.82 EPS on $196.25 billion revenue, and AWS the whole question. The calendar settles it, and the mechanics are shut too. All 3 gates fail, though 2 are close. Mac plus 0.658 passes and fast SMA. 16,231.22 over slow SMA. 26,230.56 passes. The blocker is the trend filter. Lag close 231.60 sitting 1.25% under the SMA, 150 at 234.54. Standing exclusion, unchanged, and the least close call on the file. All 3 gates fail. MACD minus 0.707. Fast SMA, 12,300.40 below slow SMA, 26,301.11, and the binding one. Lag close 307.01 against an SMA. 200 of 334.89, an 8.3% gap, no single session can close. That filter alone blocks Tesla for months. The histogram is plus 1.933 and rising. And once again, that is the trap rather than the signal. Already above zero, so no upward cross is available.